Saddam had been captured. The Iraqi army scattered. Lawlessness and fear gave al-Zarqawi his moment, and he was prepared. They seized Fallujah, and the city was the first to suffer under their black banner.
These terrorists were armed to the teeth. No one would fight against them.
It had to be stopped, or the country will turn over to Al-Qaeda.
It was a fortress. It was a well-prepared city, buttressed, waiting for us to come.
The only way you can clear a city is you have to search every house, you have to search every room, and you have to root out every insurgent.
We sustained hundreds and hundreds of casualties. A third of my battalion was killed or wounded.
It was the bunkers they would build inside houses. And you would go in the house, it'd be all quiet. And then they would open up on you or shoot you through a hole in the wall.
If they didn't hit you right away with a machine gun, they would draw you all the way back to the back of the house where there's really nowhere to escape.
There's such a fear, so you're standing in front of the door. You kick down that door, and there's a sense of relief. You only feel it if you survive.
We can tell you our stories. We can show you our scars. But some moments must be experienced.
I think we've done a really good job of appreciating service members. I think we've done a very poor job of telling the actual story of what happened.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Scout Blue and welcome back to another YouTube commentary video. And as you guys just saw, that was a trailer for 6 Days in Fallujah, which is this new first-person tactical military shooter that seems to be coming out in 2021. And there has been a little bit of a controversy in the background behind this game. So pretty much it got canceled back in 2010, and back in 2010 it was a first-person tactical shooter, but still with the same focus on telling this game's story through like the Marines and soldiers that are there in Fallujah that took on this battle of, I think it was the second battle of Fallujah. So that's a very interesting way to make this game, I'd say. Right on the Steam store, which is oh shit, my fucking computer's updating. But right on the Steam store, it says about this game: 6 Days in Fallujah is a first-person tactical military shooter that recreates true stories of Marine soldiers and Iraqi civilians who fought Al-Qaeda during the toughest urban battle since 1968. Lead a fire team through the accurate recreated encounters from the real battles, built within technology that brings you closer to the uncertainty and tactics of real combat than any other game has explored until now. Each mission is narrated by a real person while you experience these same moments as if you were them. Experience how modern combat is really fought through the eyes of those who were actually there. So, that's a very unique way to go about making a game. This isn't going to be I don't think it's going to be a big multiplayer game. It's more going to be a single player, and it also says online co-op game where you're going to be flying through the streets of Fallujah. And it also really, you know, the reason why this got canceled is because there's a lot of anti-war people who were like, you know, this is just gonna glorify war and this isn't good, this and that. But I think if this could be done really well, it could be a very emotional game for one, and then it can be be a big turning point in video games because a lot of like shooter games don't really tell such a hard-hitting story. It's more just like get this objective, kill these people. But this could really turn the tide for this different way of developing. And some of these developers on Hardwire Games also worked on Destiny and Halo. So, I think they have a proven track record for some good games and some good developing. So yeah, it's pretty interesting. They've also brought a lot of resources to the table with these Marine soldiers and Iraqi civilians. So they've all come together to make a really detailed description of the city of Fallujah, and then with all the soldiers, there's different ways they're going to go into Fallujah. So they brought up all these different plans, and then obviously chose one, and that's how the story will play out. But the amount of detail in this game is going to be insane. And as you saw in the trailer, I think the gameplay itself looks pretty good as well. And then, as you can also tell, that the people talking are also descripted or in the game, as you can see that. So this is a very realistic game. It's not going to be a fast-paced shooter. It's going to be very, very slow because you're trying to take over this city. So yeah, and then also it's going to be first person, which I think that really puts you into the eyes of these soldiers and Marines that are there. So it's also a wish list on Steam for me, so I definitely recommend doing that if you're interested in it. I am very interested in it. I'll definitely be playing it. So yeah, if you guys like this video, definitely drop a like. I'm very excited. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.